In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. We are always found, forming opinions about other people. Do you have opinions about the people who are close to you, about the people you meet so frequently, so often? Yes, we do have opinions about the people we are found meeting so often, so frequently, so commonly. So these opinions actually is okay, but there is another opinion. That opinion is the kind of opinion we do have about we ourselves. The kind of opinion we do have about we ourselves. This is very important, very important, but everybody is having it. Everybody is having because we are spending more amount of time with we ourselves than with anyone else. So that is the reason that we do have every right to form an opinion about we ourselves, and that is why that almost each and everyone else does have an opinion, either a positive one or a negative one, about oneself. So what is the purpose of talking all that? The purpose of talking all that is that whatever sort of opinion we do have about we ourselves, it plays a bigger role either in making ourselves a successful and a happy human being, or unfortunately making us an unhappy and unsuccessful human being. This opinion does play a bigger role. Is it surprising? Most of the people will be listening it for the first time, and for that reason, if at all so many of the people are listening it for the first time, they will find it something very difficult to believe in, something very difficult to believe in. But I hope that once this talk is over, those all friends of ours, they will be inshallah convinced that whatever was talked about here in this session, it was bad, it was not bad, it was quite okay, and it should be taken advantage of. Now coming toward we ourselves, our opinion, there are three types of opinion. We do choose one of those three opinions. There are three types of opinions. People are found having any of these three types of opinion. One of the opinion about oneself is that I'm a worthless human being, I'm an absolutely nonsense and ineffective and useless, a purposeless human being, and maybe I'm inferior than anyone else, or I'm inferior than most of the people, and I shall never be able to accomplish anything else at all during the whole of my lifetime, because I'm absolutely nonsense. This is one opinion. This is one. I'm not talking about how many people are falling into this opinion, but this is also an opinion held by the people, because a kind of survey was conducted, and people were asked whether what do you opine about yourself, and there emerged three types of opinion, and the first one has been communicated to you. The second opinion which was found amongst the people was the second category of the people. The second category of the people was known as the people who are having the inflated self-esteem. The people of the first was the low self-esteem. This category was the inflated self-esteem. What is this inflated self-esteem? It actually means that I can do anything else, that I'm one of the most capable person on the face of earth, that I am a very competent, that I'm a very eligible, that I am a very much a great human being, and maybe there is no one like me, and I'm one of the top few people, one of the top few people. This opinion was also found amongst the people, and this opinion was labeled as the inflated high self-esteem. Now there was a third category of the people. This third category of the people was found saying that I'm neither so good nor so bad. I do have certain weaknesses. I do have certain strengths as well. And now because of my weaknesses, I do have certain threats as well. And because of my strengths, I do have certain opportunities as well. So this is one category of the people which was actually appreciated a lot. Although there are certain variations in it. There are certain variations in it as well. It's not like absolutely everybody is absolutely, are the people falling into this category, they're absolutely the same. It's not like this one at all. So this keeping in view this a kind of SWOT analysis was designed, keeping the opinions about the people, keeping the self opinion about the people. SWOT analysis was, hammered out. What is this SWOT analysis? And this category of the people are actually the people who do, carry on the SWOT analysis quite often. What is this SWOT analysis actually? SWOT, it comprises four letters. It comprises four letters. SWOT. So the first one is S. It means strengths. What are my strengths? This was the first. What are my strengths? What are my talents? What are my capabilities? What type of superiority do I have over the other people? What type of superiority do I have over the other people, which can be encashed in the society, which will be encashed in my life. SWOT begins with S. S means strengths. So now this is SWOT. Now the second is weaknesses. Second letter is W, and W stands for weaknesses. Some of the people, they do talk about their strengths only. They do think about their strengths only, and these people are actually found, exaggerating their. Some of the people do exaggerate about their strengths, while another some of the people do exaggerate about their weaknesses. So both of these actually are wrong. We need to become an appropriate human being. We do need to think appropriately. Whatever my strengths are, I shouldn't be losing any of these at all. Losing here mean shouldn't feel to enlist. I should not feel to enlist any of my strengths. I do need to enlist each and every strength of mine, and not only that each and every strength of mine, rather the degree of each and every strength of mine, like the intensity of each and every strength of mine. S stands for the strength. S stands for the strength. And now comes W. So out of the SWOT, the second letter is W. W means weaknesses. What are my weaknesses? Firstly we talk about what are my strengths, and here we are talking about what are my weaknesses. We do need to enlist each and every weakness of mine, but neither we need to exaggerate my weaknesses, nor we need to underestimate it. I think each and every weakness, I shouldn't be enhancing the list of the weaknesses unnecessarily, but I shouldn't be omitting, I shouldn't be forgetting, overlooking, ignoring, any of my weaknesses. I do need to enlist each and every weaknesses of mine. So firstly we talked about the strengths, and now keeping in view the strengths, then the next letter out the SWOT is O. O stands for opportunities. And now keeping in view our strengths, what are the opportunities available to me in the world? What kind of opportunities will this world provide to me? What sort of opportunities will be created here in this world for me? What sort of opportunities does exist already here in this world for me, for the people like me, because I'm having this sort of eligibilities, I'm having this sort of strength, this sort of talents and capabilities, this sort of resources. And now keeping in view my weaknesses, at the end, the fourth letter out of this what is T. T stands for the threats. Keeping in view my own weaknesses, what are the threats there, lurking for me. What sort of threats I might face in my life? What sort of troubles I might face in my life? Not only that, I need to know, I need to do certain I need to take certain precautionary measures. I do need to take certain precautions, and if at all do I succeed in taking certain precautions, this would actually mean that I am preventing all those up to great extent. How can we actually take the precaution? We can take the precautions by removing those weaknesses, or at least reducing the strength and the intensity of each and every weakness. And if at all, what about the strength? I think we should not be wasting, should not be ignoring, should not be overlooking any of my strength. Each and every strength is important and precious. And now, not only that I need to consolidate that, rather I need to develop it further. I need to think how can I develop it even more, so that I could achieve the maximum out of my strength. And as for the weaknesses are concerned, so that I could protect myself from the weaknesses, from the threats created, generated by my weaknesses. So this sort of thinking is which where we do need to find ourselves in, Otherwise, neither we need to ignore our weaknesses, nor we do need to ignore our strength. Both of these things must be taken into consideration, and we need to do something about both of these things. That is how we can create a kind. We can somehow analyze us properly, properly, keeping and making the criteria and the scale from the SWOT analysis. That is why I said that our opinion about we ourselves is really important. And if at all we don't pay proper heed to it, proper importance to it, then I think we are going to suffer. We shouldn't be suffering at all. Thank you, Jazakallah.